We are live now. What's happening, my friends? Okay, let's go straight to the point. Okay, what is happening with Bitcoin and the markets? By the way, update on my dad. My dad is doing fine, and everything is happening exactly like the way we discussed. And I will prove why it's awesome to watch Straight TV, baby. Let me show you what we mentioned in a couple of other lives, okay? And which will prove my point why I've been correct. Okay, I'm gonna show you a couple other videos, and in which you will see. Okay, this video is from here. This is the video, okay? Watch this, what I said. 127, 126 to 130. Will this be the end of it? I don't know. But you go up like that and then probably dump one more time to this level, to 104 or 103 level. 104, 103 level. Okay, where is Bitcoin right now? What did I mention here? 103, 104. We'll go to 126 and come back. Look, how much did we go? We kissed 126, almost kissed 126, 196, right? And went back to the level that I was calling for right there. You know what? I think the sound is really low on these videos. So let me correct it if I'm able to correct it. Okay. So let me show you something else. Okay. This was the live where we mentioned I was expecting a flash crash. Okay. This is the video, which was August 24th, 2025. That exactly the same scenario what we are going through. Okay. I will talk about Swiftcoin. I'll talk about Nacho. Okay. These two cryptos. Think about it. Okay. I'll talk about Theta, Swftcoin, and Nacho, and we will see the results. What happened to those coins? There's always, as I said, any flash crash or any bullshit happens in between now and before the pump. It's all to scare you. Always, right before every massive pump, if you look at any crypto, there's usually a flash crash. If something like that happens, then, be prepared mentally if there is a flash crash, something like this, right before, every massive pump, there's a possibility that you come across something like this, like the way Theta did. Look at this. You're already frustrated. You're going down, barely going up, not moving. Everything else is moving, and then boom, comes back down, right? Before it does a massive pump, okay? So something like this, scenario like this, in some cryptos is possible, not all. Some cryptos, depends, like say for example, in Nacho it can happen. Nacho is right here, right? So if something like this happens in Nacho, I would not be shocked or taken aback because it's going to come back up. Let me pause this. What happened to Nacho? Look at Nacho, okay? Flash crash, just like the way we were expecting. Came back down, see the whole nose dive with Nacho? Came back to the levels, Are we scared? No, we are not scared, okay? What did I say here in the video? Okay, it's going to come back up massively. So be prepared for something like that in your cryptos. I am bullish. Okay. That does not mean a flash crash straight down cannot happen. Okay. It can happen to tear you down. Okay. It can happen any crypto, just like that Swiftcoin. Swiftcoin could come back down. You could have a downwards candle, but I'll be happy if that happens, because that means that this bullshit phase is gone. If it comes back down like this, a massive drop like this to this level, right? Then I know that now it's up only season, okay? If that happens. Until it, until it drops to this level, I'm always skeptical that, there's always a possibility. But here we once dropped and came back and touched this level 2-3 times. So I am just, see, look where we dropped, okay? I have later on this video, I've mentioned the levels that, I'm talking about 6 cents, 7 cents. And here is Swiftcoin right there. Swiftcoin. Look at the level, bro. Just look at the level we dropped to. Exact level that we mentioned. This is even on my Patreon. I have this level that Swiftcoin could drop to these levels right there. Long time ago, when we were even to it would come and kiss, like just to kiss 5, I wouldn't be shocked. But something like this happens, right? So Swiftcoin was right here around 0.010 when I said that we'll go down here. And once we go down here, this is over. Okay, this is over. So let's listen to this again. Just a little bit more left. Here, this level, we came back down and kissed. Not just kissed, we stayed there for a long time, right? So, and we did that again here for Swift. So, is it the third time the charm? Can we do this? Yeah, it's always a possibility. We can come back straight back, straight back down, and then spend some time in September here, right? September, October, and then boom, massive dildo, okay? Massive. 8 cents to 10 cents for Swiftcoin. Okay, so this was expected, right? Then about a year ago, I made a video about Theta that it could drop to 20 cents, 25 cents, right? Look at this. Look at this video, okay? Like a nightmare scenario, you want to look at the nightmare scenario for Theta would be something like this, okay? Breaking this channel, again, I've looked at Theta so much that I stopped looking at it. But we need to get out of the zone right away, or else what's going to happen, Theta could possibly do this like that. Okay, get out, do this, come back down in this region, bro. It could come back down to almost 17 cents, 19, 20 cents. Theta. Okay, it'll be a ridiculous, but the funny part is it would bounce back up right away. Bounce back up, do something like this, and then go to your $35 range. Okay, this is a possibility. Okay, this is a very strong possibility. I've been looking at Theta for a long time, and this is a possibility where Theta drops, to these levels. Okay. MX Vision, your second outlook. The microphone pattern. 100x. That's what I expect, okay? If at all. That's the scenario. Because I'm just giving you a bearish scenario because it's September, okay? So don't panic if something like this happens. It's just fuck with you. Okay. Watch this. I'll probably put a link to this video. But okay, let me come back on and let's look at Theta. What Theta did. Where is Theta? Theta. Right there, Theta. Look, Theta. Exact level, bro. You know, exact level. Look at this. Now we are forming a proper channel. Now we know where Theta is going. Okay. Now we can judge where Theta is going, you know. So here's Theta. Okay, if we even come back again to kiss this level, even go to 18 cents, that would not bother me. But this was expected a long time ago. I was expecting a flash crash, but you know, this was the last video, man, about the flash crash right here. You know, on August 24th, I mentioned about the flash crash. But nothing should move you, okay? If you get moved by this, again, nobody likes it, okay? Do I like it? No. But listen. How it happens, you know, how it plays out, I cannot be, you know, pinpoint on small intricacies, you know? But we are very close, very close. Huge, massive pump is going to come. I am bullish as fuck, bro. Bullish, okay? I'm just glad that the wait is over, you know? All the bullshit sideways action, soon all that thing's gonna go away. You know, I'm bullish until November and December. Whatever happens in between, you be like, Shrey, you were bullish, you know, in August and September. Oh, it's a dud month. What happened? You know, it can happen. But what I'm bullish about is until November, December. Whatever happens in between is just noise. Okay, take a vacation, do something. Whatever happens between November, December is just noise, okay? Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Let me get back to our place. Okay, now you know, okay, what we are dealing with. So we can move ahead. What's happening, everyone? What's happening? JH, bro, what is happening? So people who watch religiously this channel, okay, you have been guided in the right direction, okay? I am doing everything on my ability to do whatever I can, you know? I went on live. My dad had a mini stroke at the time. I called the medics, but I was worried about you guys, so I went live for 4 minutes. Dad is fine. He's home now. But yeah, man. What's happening, Raj? Shrey TV, baby. Are we cooked? No, nothing. Nobody's cooked, man. Banking on Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Jason. Matt Arnold. Yo, Shrey TV, baby. Everything will rebound, but every crypto will have a different time zone for its top. Okay? But I am very bullish for November, end of October. I would say this is the second week. So third week, after third week, you should start seeing action, you know, things going up. So October, if you look at the thumbnail of this video, in October, I have shown a small stack of money. Then November, a huge stack. And December, a huge stack, okay? And then I expect Bitcoin. Here, let me show you what I expect. I've gone through this before. Bull market is not over. Or, you know, next crash. We don't get a next crash until this happens, okay? Until this happens. I don't think we get another crash until this happens, okay? Look at this. Until this triangle right there. It could be Q1. It could be December, Jan, right? So slowly and gradually, we will start recovering. And start reaching for $130,000, even, push back to 133, have a pullback, a little small pullback to 120, keep on reaching. You stay in this zone, right? Maybe Jan, Feb, and then in Q1, you get another pullback, okay? Another pullback. Either depends, that pullback will decide how bad. Do we go to $100,000 or 95? I am not sure yet. The time will tell, but we do get a pullback in Q1, okay? So we have, these couple months, 2, 3, maybe 4 months, until this triangle ends. I would get really nervous, once we reach around 130. Once we reach 130, we get a pullback, and it's possible we go up back again. But as soon as we get closer to this triangle, I'm going to get more and more nervous, okay? It could be December. December, it could be it. Depends how you look at this triangle, right? Look at this. We need to meet at this spot right here, right? All these wicks, right? I want to join everything. So we came out of this channel for the first time, and I think we're going to rebound back up to 130. But I am not worried. I'm not worried at all. I'll get worried when we come closer to 130, 135. This is when I would get nervous, and I'll let you know, depending on where the other cryptos are. I think this market has a lot of legs left, and depending on which month, I would say from where we are here, right? I'm just looking at Swiftcoin. Imagine how much time Swiftcoin has. I would say it'll be between 250 to I would say 250 to 280 days, okay, from where we are right now. That would put us, depending on how fast we go up, fast and furious, right? So that would put us, if you count 250 days, puts us in June. Puts us in June. If you do 280 days, 270, 280, July, okay? So some cryptos will top probably in December and never go back up. Some might top in June, July, and some might top in August, okay? It'll be different, but I am not worried about this market at all. You saw the previous video. People who are joining, people who are new, just recently joining, just look back at this video, what I mentioned here, okay? What I mentioned in this video is very, very important, let me send you the link. Let me send you the link of this so you guys can watch it. Start watching when I start talking about Swiftcoin. Right there, talking about Theta and then switch to Swiftcoin. That is 35 minutes and 47 seconds. 35 seconds and hold on. My alarm's ringing. Okay. So, okay, let me send you the link so you have this video and you know exactly when to start the video right here. That's the link for the video later on. What up, brother, from another crypto mother? Boom, Shrey TV, baby. How's it going, brother? Brian? What's happening, everyone? Make sure to hit that like, man. You're getting top content here. Top, okay? So, Bitcoin should start recover. There was another scenario, where I was thinking, will we go lower than this, that is here. Will we finish this? No, I don't think we go down to 94 right now. No, I don't think so. I think we will hold this trend line and gradually start to go back up, because I'm looking at Ethereum, I'm looking at the other coins, especially Swiftcoin. I told you, I think the bottom is in for Swiftcoin and majority of the market. And we should start seeing recovery. From October will be recovery, and in November we'll start going up. November is, you will remember this November for the rest of your life. I think so. Some cryptos didn't go down, like I mentioned. Augur. Look at this. Augur had, the rebound was really good in Augur. All these past few days, we went up, pulled back, and then, back up again where we were just a few days ago. This is a 4-hour chart. Just look at this. And this is a low market cap cryptos, because I mentioned, right, not all cryptos are going to crash. In that video, if you listen to it, not all cryptos are going to crash crazy, and some are going to rebound pretty quick. So it had a pullback, but we are back up again at the same level. So we are good. I expect us to go to $2.50 to $3 soon. It will start moving. Let me get the audio. Let's hear some music so we can enjoy ourselves. Everyone's stressed out. How did you feel about the crash? Tell me your emotions, what you went through, man. Must be crazy, right? Like, I understand all this. Me and Jason the other day, with the day when it crashed, me and my buddy were drinking, and I mentioned to him, I was like, man, when I was a rookie, how scared I used to get, right? You feel like your whole life blinking in front of you, right? All your savings disappear in a day, and you're like, man, this is a lot of people. I can guarantee so many people fucked up with this pullback. It's crazy. Okay. BCH has fared well against the Australian dollar depreciation. Market hasn't been fair to alts, bro. You will see, man. People who are joining new, just the most important part of this live stream is the first 15 minutes, okay? If you missed those 15 minutes, you have to watch this whole live stream. The first 15 minutes is the most important of this live stream. It's coming, bro. Lost 90K in my BCH. Bad, didn't care. All because I believe in the charts. Nowhere. We are going. Boom, selling all my BCH early at 6,500 sell orders in. Okay. Make sure to watch this, the first 15 minutes of this live, okay? First 15 minutes. Very important. Okay. So we looked at Swiftcoin. We looked at Theta. We looked at Nacho. Everything what we predicted, it come out to real, It felt like I've seen this movie before. Okay. Let me look at Camino Finance. Okay, Kamino. Camino Finance. Sugar levels probably shot up because I had a fruit juice. Damn it. Hold on. Hot. Where's Kamino going? You know, if you look at the fundamentals, the Kamino's total value locked is crazy, okay? This is a DeFi project. If you look at Camino Finance, if you look at, bro, it is crazy. The amount of money which is locked in this coin. Look at the recovery. You know, this thing's going up. It's not going anywhere. This thing's going up. It might have little resistance right here. The next level up we are going is right here. 16 cents. Almost 17 to 16 cents. Yeah, 15 to 17 cents. Next level up for this crypto. I think, yeah, that's where we are going. So that's another, what, almost 150% move coming from Camino Finance. Okay. What are we looking at? Kamino, Gods Unchained. Looks like the crash didn't affect Gods Unchained that much, because there's nothing much left in Gods Unchained, huh? Look at this. It's down. Can it go down a little bit more? Maybe. Let's look at levels. So looks like Gods Unchained's been following this channel. Look at this. Until we break out of this channel, you can't say anything. It can, you know, might in this crash the wick might have come down to 0.049. I'm not sure. Let's look at chart and trading view. Actually, no. This one didn't crash much. So, very important for Gods Unchained to get out of this channel. Okay, it's been a long consolidation. I don't like usually, you know, cryptos until they have start making moves up. I like cryptos which have started their move up, you know, do a double bottom and then, you know, start their move up like that. So this hasn't turned bullish yet. Okay, that does not mean, you know, because I get always doubtful about, and then, you know, keeps on going down or sideways action for years, for until 2029 before it run starts. Okay, so as of now, I'm not super excited looking at the chart of Gods Unchained. The moment we, you know, if we get an aggressive, you know, move up that goes up like that and holds, you know, you can have a pullback on this channel. Right time to buy would be back on this channel if it stops and just stays there, right there. You know, starts to go back up, depending on where the market is, where Bitcoin is, and all that. You know, if Bitcoin has reached 135 and this has gone to this level, then, you know, obviously a pullback is coming. We will know the pullback when all our other crypto levels are reached. I will know about, I would say 15 days, maybe a week before the pullback. Okay, so $19.20 equals 2020. 19.30 equals 2030. I agree, bro. I've been talking about the roaring 20s. We are, you know, the Federal Reserve said that they're gonna stop quantitative tightening. That's another good news, and they have already started reducing the rates. I'm just looking at the charts, man. You know, finally, our boredom, the most boring period in crypto, is over. Okay, that boring phase, the excitement will start, but it'll be short-lived. You'll enjoy it, you know, while it lasts. You know, it could be 40 days to 60 days of fun. So we have to look at our levels where our crypto has reached and time, okay? And where Bitcoin is and Bitcoin dominance is. Look at the Bitcoin dominance, you know? That thing's going to come back down. I am not worried about it. Look, right there. Yeah. This dominance is going to come back down, bro. There's no way. Well, I get worried when we come down, you know, start to come back down around in 50s. This is when I start to get worried about, you know, taking profits. Until then, I'm not worried. We are sitting at 59 right now. Even 44. At one point, I think we'll come back down to 45, 44%. I will start getting really nervous around that point. How's everyone, man? We looked at, what is this new crypto? Noice? Because I see it's pumping Noice. $5.9 million in volume. Let's look at Noice. It's a brand new crypto. Launching during a bull market, you know, when the up season's coming, bro. This is amazing. And the thing didn't crash that much. Wow. And what's the market cap? Let's look at the market cap. What's the market cap for Noice? $19 million market cap. How many crypto exchanges this is on? Let's see. Because I don't want to buy anything that is only listed on Coinbase. If it's listed on other major exchanges, then it'll be fun to buy. As of now, it's only listed on Coinbase and all DEX platforms. So, you know, well, at least Polynex is listed, you know. But look at the volume. There's no volume on Polynex. $2 in volume. But I like the chart. I like the chart. I love the consolidation in the chart. Man, we could see a massive pump in this Noice. let's look at the RSI. Next level up. If 618 was here, next level up, will it go to 3618? I think we could go to 3618 because I really like the fact it has a very small market cap. So I think we could go to 0.004. You know, yeah, this is when I would get a little nervous around this level, but this could move, man, because it didn't crash that much. It'll all depend, you know, next 1 week or so. If this thing starts moving and it goes above 0.005, it's game over. This thing is going to go to 0.004. So that is a 10, 12x. 12x. I like it. I like it. Just because the market cap is low and I'm bullish. I'm bullish right now. Okay, will it stay in the channel of 10 cents before its final leg up? What are you talking about, brother? Chair is not comfortable. I don't know why. If the volume's too loud, let me know, man. Okay. So we looked at Kamino God's Noice. Ethena. I will look at your coins, you know, just wait a little bit. I want to finish these coins, which are pumping right now. Ethena. So that way we come across new coins as well, right? Because I don't want to be not looking at other coins. I don't want to have closed mind. By December, yeah, the wick could go to $3. Yeah, I would say that's where we are heading to. Looks like, you know, like all the consolidation a little bit. In November we start moving up, and probably November, December, end of November or December, we reach this area. And then, boom, you know, pullback, okay? But, yeah, that is how much from here? That is 4 or 5x. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I like the M pattern, which it has printed, you know? I really like this M pattern. You notice I get bullish on cryptos when they do this M pattern. And just because in general I'm bullish right now, because we just went through a shaking, huge shakeout, man. This thing is not for faint-hearted. So many people, in the news there were traders, leverage guys got wiped out. Some people committed, they unlived themselves. And I cannot use the word, so they say unlived themselves. That is crazy, man. But yeah, I'm not worried. We are good. I'm excited, super excited for what's coming. So we looked at Noice, Ethena. We already looked at Bitcoin. So I think all these coins are done. Let's talk about your coin. If Swiftcoin goes to 10 cents, will there be a major pullback before its final run? And if so, there are two ways it can work out, bro. There are two ways. Depends. If it stops at 10 cents and let's look at Swiftcoin. Just look at this channel. Where does the channel end? There's big resistance like that. We could come back to the channel, but you don't want to, if this is a winner coin, okay? Why am I calling it a winner? Look at this. From the bottom, we are still up, bro. From the bottom right here, we are still up 500%. Okay, we bought here. And let's just lock in December. 10 cents, end of this channel, pushing it, maybe 12 cents. We hit 12 cents and have a pullback. But how big the pullback would be, I don't know. Okay, can we come back down to this level? Yes. If you see this monthly, let's look at monthly. See this? We could come back from 12 cents to 8 cents, I think. Wouldn't be, probably go to 12 cents instead of 10 cents. Not stop at 10 cents. The wick could go to 12, 13 cents and then come back down to 7, 8 cents. So yeah, it could be a big pullback. But dude, 10 cents from here, that is a nice gain. Look at that. Whoa. 16x. Wow. This coin's gonna go crazy. Crazy. Is the MP going to pamp? Nefarious. Hold on, bro. There are other people who've been talking about other coins. Is my live is I hope there's no buffering going on. Are you able to hear me clearly? See me clearly? There's no lag. Robert Richards, yo, Shrey, bye. Yeah, man. Robert, if you're just joining, make sure you watch the first 15 minutes of this live. Anyone who's new, make sure you watch the first 15 minutes. Very important, okay? Very important first 15 minutes of this live. I've posted a link to this video as well. and mention when to start watching this video. At 35 minutes and 47 seconds, start watching the other video, the link. This is the live from August 24, 2025, where I said that a flash crash can happen. Okay. And I've shown the levels where we could go, and we are sitting exactly at those levels. All right. Robert Richards knows. Didn't I tell you on the Patreon, bro? Just look back on the Swiftcoin. Look back on the Swiftcoin chart. What levels did I say we'll go? Aventus didn't crash that much, as far as I know, because there was no room to crash. See, we were looking for this. We had this, you know. Until we get out of this channel, bro. It's hard to say. You know the numbers that I've given you before. I was super bullish on Aventus, but it has to show great price action. Like, it should go mental. Then we can talk stupid numbers like $30, $40 Aventus. Until then, we can't talk stupid numbers on Aventus until we are in this channel. Okay, we have to get very aggressive in November, December, or else this will end up being around 17. Maybe the wick goes to $20, and it'll get stuck in this channel. Okay, Aventus. For Aventus to, it has to get super aggressive if it wants to reach these levels. You know, we even dream about reaching these levels, $80, $30, and, you know, $45, all that dreamy numbers, then we have to be very aggressive in November. If Aventus doesn't go berserk, when I say berserk is print like in November, December 10, 12x, then, you know, we might just go to, you know, between $15 to $25, you know, maybe 15. Will depend on this channel, okay? Everything depends where Aventus is when Bitcoin is around $130,000, $135,000. We are playing catch up. Pampas to the moon. To the moon. BCH. I don't like what BCH has done so far. This motherfucker came back down. It messed with me with this wick. I got excited when it went to 654. You know, I shouldn't have got excited. Let's see. But it's a valid reason why I got excited. Look at this long consolidation. But we are just retesting it, and I'm bullish. I am uber bullish right now. So I am not worried as of now. I am not worried that we're coming back to this level. You know, if we break down, if we go below, and this is a weekly close, if we make a weekly close below, I would say $400 level, then I would get nervous about Bitcoin Cash. Then, you know, the scenario that I mentioned before, that coming back to this level, 295, go back up, and then come back down to this $200 or even $190 level, right? Before we shoot up high. Okay, the number doesn't change where Bitcoin Cash is going. Okay, how it goes, if you catch a year like that or like this, it does not matter. But just because I am very bullish right now, I see the bottom for majority coins, and we are retesting this trend line. We've never been able to cross this trend line. Look, this is the first time it's been very difficult for Bitcoin Cash to go over this line. But, if we break this aggressively to this level right here, that would make me very happy. We should go to $1,400. Yeah, to this level, 1,400. Even 1,350 to this level. Yeah, that's where Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash would pause. I feel, you see here, we could pause here, but it's high time now. High time for us to pump. Roger Pearson, I'm at work, so just jumped online now. Look forward to listening to all your video. Great to hear there's good times ahead. Man, it's been stressful lately. Yes, I understand. Roger, excited for India-Australia series. Kohli is coming for you. Well, I think this is the last series for Virat Kohli. So it could be interesting. How it plays out. I knew Roger Ver wasn't going to jail because BCH is gearing up to blow people's fucking heads apart. The charts dictate new boom. Yeah, man. I'm not worried about BCH. But yeah, let me look at the other coins that you guys were talking about. AMP. I can hear your voice. AMP. Oh wow. AMP retraced the whole move. That is crazy. That is crazy. I can hear the right chart for AMP. Let me find AMP here. AMP. Where is the full chart for AMP? Crypto. Right there. Yeah, retrace the whole move back down, man. Poor guys who've been holding this. I feel so bad. Hit 14x and gave away all the gains. That is ridiculous, man. That is ridiculous. Let's look at the RSI where we are. Yeah, I'm not able to understand this chart as, you know, I have to focus. I have to focus. Hold on, give me a minute. I don't like the fact that it made a lower low, but, you know, bro, it's been since 2021. So did it complete its cycle? It looks like it completed its cycle. It's been almost 1600 days of consolidation. Next level up would be, you know, for me, where I would get out of this coin. Yeah, 786. I'll be out of this thing right here at 4 cents level. Big pullback. You know, a lot of resistance here, man. You know, we did 618. So the next level up is 786. When it comes, I'm not sure, you know, about that, but that'll be the level that we should be going forward. I think, you know, that is still 1516x. When that happens, the timeline, I can't be correct on it. Let's, as of now, because I'm just looking at this chart and I don't have this crypto, so, you know, my motivation to look at it won't be that much. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think we'll kiss 4 cents, even go a little bit higher than that, 6 cents. Between 4 cents to 6 cents, you know, that's a number where, yeah, I would take profits for AMP. Error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Okay. Good night, peeps. Gotta work early tomorrow, but soon enough I'll be retired due to learning charts from the savage Shrey. When this run is over, I'll say thank you in person to the moon. Yeah, to the moon. Yeah, absolutely, brother. I live on BCH P2P at brick and mortar stores. Awesome, bro. Don't spend your BCH right now, bro. Okay. We did a lot of coins today. I just wanted to calm your nerves, okay? The reason for this live is just to calm your nerves, you know, 5-6 days, maybe another week of boring action, and then we go up, okay? To the moon, like Brian says, to the moon. Okay? So, yeah, I don't want to go over an hour, okay? I'll see you later. Have a good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are on this planet. Love you all. We're going to be rich as fuck, okay? I want you to know. But I'm some guy on the internet who loves crypto and crypto bros and all the hoes. Love you all.